Hello viewers, me and team here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 4. I left this game unpaused for a while, so the time played is going to get ridiculous now. Yeah, because I just wasn't paying attention. I was doing some other things, taking care of some business, you might say, and then realized I hadn't paused the game, so that sucks, but whatever. Couple interesting things I've noticed since looking at it. I am last in soldiers, which you might have noticed towards the end of the last video, and I'm somehow still in the war. Also, unsurprisingly, I'm number one in land. Okay, that's fine, but look who's number two in amongst the AIs that I've met. Yeah, my war opponent is still number two. And looking at the demographics, an unmet AI, if this isn't Genghis Khan, and eyeballing it probably isn't, but some unmet AI, well, it's going to be close. He's close to an unmet AI, if an unmet AI exists. So where I'm really lacking in scores because I have been leaving auto whip on to produce military units, and I am backwards in technology. So I'm going to try to wrap this war up as fast as I can anyway, and then see what I can do about moving on from there. Another slight misplay. If this is not Mongolian land, I could cut his iron, and I think I'm going to want to move to do that as soon as I can. Um, maybe like now, even. We'll take Guerrilla 2 and just run over there. Guerrilla 2 allowing me to move on to this and then pillage it on the 2 turns from now, unless he intercepts. But otherwise, despite the fact that he has the same amount of power as me, a lot of that's tied up in walls and castles and stuff like that, and garrisons forces that will never move. I pretty much broke the majority of his defensive capabilities when I managed to pick up these cities over here. So, this has been a really sloppy game. Really not the best game I've played by any stretch, but it looks like I might get away with it here. Just because the world looks like it's kind of embroiled in battles of some kind. I know there's going to be a lot of religious strife with at least Russia and China being separate religions. Probably, well, Maya's free religion, and probably yet another. And although he's going culture, if he gets stuck in war, it'll slow him down a little bit, which is very nice. He's probably the dude, yeah, with the Sistine Chapel. So, this game will probably involve going over there and intercepting his culture at some point. And, oh, Genghis Khan showing that he still has some teeth, T-E-E-F, teeth, rhymes with, never mind, and intercepts my attempts to pillage him. So that sucks. But fortunately for me, he still lacks the old knights, so I am not too threatened. Also looks like Izzy is bringing her forces back. I guess she took the one Russian city that existed on this continent, and as a result is trying to figure out what to do next. Anyway, I'm going to drag some catapults and maces over to this iron and try to cut it. I don't think he has enough forces to really intercept that if I send multiple units. Attacking the catapult. Not a bad move. The AI really isn't good with collateral offensively or defensively. And oh my god, that's a lot of units. Thank god, it doesn't look like it has a castle in Old Sarai. And of course, I get a revolt. And this is really bad. This is awful. He has enough stuff to basically wipe me out. And I think I'm kind of locked into a situation where I'm going to have to attack and try to wear him down with some collateral. I just don't think I will survive any offensive play from my opponent if I don't do that. And since I am going to inflict collateral, I'll bring an extra mace along. What the heck? Maybe even both maces. Playing a little bit of offense here, because this is going to be probably a little bit on the rough side. I'm going to lose a lot of catapults here. Wow, so many units in Old Sarai. And, whoa. Yeah, it did. It did that again. Look at this. It didn't use the bombardment units. It used... You know what? That's annoying. Yeah, I'll back up a turn. I hate microing that, but for God's sake. So those little things are beyond unreasonable when it comes to this. Like, why can't you have a game that is scripted to bombard with the proper units first? There's no reason to have the City Raider 2 catapults bombard ahead of the catapults, which have a promotion designed specifically for the purposes of bombarding the walls. Like, I don't even feel remorse about reloading that. Yeah, normally I'd say it's cheating or something, but you know what? If the game wants to just completely break me on the interface, I'm going to reload in situations where it should be working as I wanted it to work in the first place. So we are going to use the proper catapults to bombard and have a lot more available as a result. And a lot more that have non-bombardment related promotions. So we're going to try this again now. I think all of these have promotions that are already set, unfortunately, though. So this is going to be City Raider over... Hey, getting some withdraws. City Raider over Barrage. And I'm losing a lot of 70% battles, but got some wins in there, so... Cutting down some crossbows. And I'll just take the good odds here. I'm not going to take bad odds. Yeah, like 33% is an example of bad odds. Spoilers. No, not really. 75%. No, I don't think so. I think that's fine. You know, if he tries to attack out of that, I don't think he'll do too well. All of his stuff having taken massive damage. So, should be just fine. In fact, they'll probably just attack me with other units entirely. Okay, nice. Beautiful. And looks like his reinforcements are not that well healed, so I can just strip his defenses down once again. Ooh. Well, maybe time for some mace action. Getting odds in the 90% with the maces. Yeah. Alright, and finally, only 63%. 88%. Still getting gobs of units coming from them. It's obnoxious. But we got it. We got the city. And they are progressing. And I think we'll just add more and more reinforcements at this point. Also, no chance of revolt here. And now that the cities have come out of revolt, they have some culture presence, so any sneak attacks by the Mongols are also reduced, so I can afford to bring more units out to the front and fewer garrison defenders. Finally getting to his iron. We're going to cut off access to the annoying crossbows. Losing some catapults to enemy attacks. No. I don't want to stop trades. I don't want to do anything like that. I just want to pillage the enemy stuff with my catapults, I guess. And we're going to duck into a city as well. Get City Garrison 3 on, and we're going to have to heal up again. Quite a rough war this has been. Safe, but rough. Really rough. And I do need to wrap it up soonish, or I'll be at threat from distant AIs. For the first time ever, I actually have more power than him. He's still not going to capitulate, though. He really won't capitulate unless I have a lot more power than him. I do have more land and population, so I have that going for me. But as long as I can keep Izzy at war, I shouldn't have any trouble with any peace vassal type of nonsense. Gonna try to pillage his ivory and cut his production of additional elephant units as well, limiting him to only maces if I do that. Well, and longbows. And that was a fail attack, attacking with only catapults and no follow-up. And yeah, there we go. 2 turns to complete healing. So, You know, that's a pretty good example on its own. And I'm just going to attack with a random unit to not kill that catapult. Fine. But that's a pretty good example of why Woodsman 3 isn't really that important when you are trying to set up a super medic. And how am I doing technologically? It looks like one of my priority techs is going to be biology. And let's see what I need to get there. I need to get through scientific method. So, yeah, I'll need paper, but then I'll just need printing press and some of the gunpowder line. That's fine. Maybe I can trade for things using that. Although actually, the more I think about it, the more I want astronomy first. I'll still get engineering, but I'll go astronomy. And then bio. Astronomy to start trading resources with distant AIs and meet them, and getting trade routes with distant AIs. All very handy. Alright, cut his elephant production. So, I'm okay on that ground now. There we go. Can I get engineering next turn? No, but the following turn I can. I want to get a little bit better road movement. Yeah, I'm already healed up. You know what? You guys are just going to trail. It's, or no, they'll actually be on the same tile. Never mind. Leaving a couple defenders behind. Hopefully we can get fewer AI units harassing me here, because this is just ridiculous. The amount that the AI has put forth as of late. More city garrison longbows. Normally medieval war isn't this rough if you set it up properly, which I didn't do, so that's why this is sucking so much. I kind of went willy-nilly and not really focused on any one approach, and the results of that show, quite unfortunately. Yeah, I'll want an aqueduct. Probably want all kinds of economic buildings at this point. I could use some, I'm not going to build that yet, but I could use more econ. In fact, I could use a transition to econ very badly. In fact, I'll whip this bank now, whip this harbor. It's time to start building infrastructure. Once you have the AI reeling. Oh my god!
The designer knows he has achieved perfection. Not when there is nothing left to add.
What if this is actually Genghis Khan's? Just the 2 war elephants and a trebuchet. Okay. I was going to say. Actually, a lot of this belongs to Isabella, which is not as bad as it looked initially. Wow, that looked bad. And, okay. No! Just click. Get some defenders in there. We're going to cut the slider a little bit again. Excellent. Apparently a great artist belonging to Isabella is in there. And I'm going to want to use somebody who has combat promotions. You will suffice. As well as somebody who's just like a throwaway. And otherwise, push on towards Beshbalak, I suppose. Bring some more units along, even the longbow. So ridiculous. I don't think he has any other new defense sources. No, he does not. That was his only one. Weird. He opted to not attack there. I was sure he was going to hit me and try to pot shot me, but no, he didn't. He opted to do something other than that. Which, yeah, you know, that's fine by me, you know. If you don't want to hose me at random, don't do it. I certainly prefer to win as opposed to getting my units sniped. So that's good. And a really big difference in this war is not needing anything to counter enemy knights. That has made all the difference. Now that he doesn't have iron, even if somebody like randomly traded him horse, that still wouldn't be enough. Let's just have a quick look to see if anybody's trading him anything. Gold for silk is perfectly fine. That is not fine. That is annoying. Let's see if you'll trade me. Oh yeah, we were forced to stop trade. But yes, you will never get the AI to trade you ivory for like a random resource until very late game. So the AI is being a little bit biased and dogpiley here. Well, not just dogpiley, just anti-human bias flagrantly. And that is one of my pet peeves about AI behaviors, that they do things between AI that they would never do with the human. And what is this? What are you doing? Where are you going? You're going to try to pick us off a city in my backlands here. And that's really not cool, man. Don't tease me, bro. Don't tease me. I don't know where this is intended, but yeah, sure, go hook something up. Go hook up a health resource. That is fine with me. Teching for chemistry in 18 turns is Genghis Khan. I can conceivably steal technologies from him too. He does have some things on me. But I think Izzy would be the better target if I can get a little bit of my culture in one of our cities. Yeah, probably Santiago. It's reasonably close to Athens. Unfortunately, now this is getting culture pressure from her, so I'm going to have to bring up the culture buildings in my schedule here. I'll even go with an Odeon here and library before I go with the forge and courthouse. Just whipping stuff in there so that I don't get the city easily flipped on me. And apparently the AI sniped a worker because my worker decided to make an improvement on enemy borders within range of a city. There's obviously units. Can't say I'm a big fan of that either. That has been a consistent problem in my Let's Plays because I don't like to micro things incessantly that really shouldn't be happening. That's kind of ridiculous. I think I'll let that city continue to produce what it's working on there. No. I don't want to go to war with another person that at least not yet. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's grounds for, I'm going to give myself some workers back or something maybe. You know, there's only so much I'm going to put up with in a Let's Play or even playing on offline. And one thing I just can't stand is when units don't interrupt and use up their movement points without prompting you when adjacent to an enemy threat. You know, that's just crossing the line a little bit too far, in my opinion. And effectively, you have your units set to auto-suicide. Completely broken. And let's just clean up here. Oh, nope. Not that time we weren't. Nevertheless, we're making headway. And now I probably won't cheat to give myself a world builder stuff, even though that isn't cheating with workers. You know, if the game can just randomly decide your workers are gone, then you should be able to just randomly decide you have them back. No issues there. And he is a great general there. It might be worth it to hit him with a catapult and get my longbow in there now. Of course, even at high odds, I can't catch a break, unfortunately. Alright. 66% odds. No. Better. Take yet another promotion, again, to heal up to pretty close to full strength. And now we have made headway. Will he capitulate now that he's down the 4 cities? Of course he won't. He's still going to think that he is winning the war. Because he is our smart. Now with this I have culture control again. I can bring up additional longbow defenders as well as bringing in reinforcements from here to that point for Samarkand. So, alright, I'm not doing terribly. And I'm finally not last in soldiers, if only because there's somebody I'm beating on that is behind me now. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I have controlling vote interest in the AP now. Like I can pretty much shoot anything down, whoops, without having to defy it. Oh my god, combat 5? Why not? And City Raider 3 combat 1 without any special military traits to support that, so some pretty elite soldiers here. Unfortunately, their numbers are dwindling. But, yeah, it's all okay. You just take one for the team, you know? Perfectly acceptable. And expected. I expect my subjects to take one for the team. I mean, come on, you were whipped out. What do you think you were going to be used for? Seriously. So, now that I'm 1.3 times his power, it's getting closer to the point where he would be considering capitulating to me. Still have a little bit of wiggle room with Izzy, still at war with Stalin. Stalin must have settled the city there. That's the only thing I could think of that would allow Izzy to do that, because she does not have, or maybe she went with astronomy, but if she did that, she would not have marched through my borders to reach Stalin, and through Genghis Khan's borders. And yeah, now war weariness is starting to take its toll. Fortunately, I have Statue of Zeus from him to counter that to an extent, but man, it's starting to hurt. But yeah, not a lot of people have, well, not everyone has chemistry. Some people have chemistry. Probably most people have chemistry other than Khan. But not too many have bio, and maybe I can get theirs first. Who knows? If not, it'll still boost my research incredibly.
One doesn't discover new lands without losing sight of the
Apparently,
shore.
killing a Mongolian catapult there. That's fine. Yes, much fewer enemy numbers now. And we're just going to leave 2 longbows behind and push up. Oh, that's where his catapult attacked. Well, that wasn't very bright. I might have to raise Luller's gates because I don't want that city. I would place it differently. I would place it so that we can actually use the fish and clam or crabs, maybe. But that city served its purpose certainly. And where am I losing units now? Oh, cool, another worker. How many am I down to anyway? Down to 4 workers. So the game really has hosed me out of quite a few workers. And you can see why this is such a frustrating and sticking point for me. You know, again, we have a worker moving onto an area where there obviously are enemy units within reach. Like, it should just be hard-coded. Auto workers, for both human and AI, do not move onto culture adjacent to enemy territory while in war. It's not a hard concept. What the hell? And yeah, I definitely want him as a vassal because I can leech some extra tech off him via trades. Probably leaving him with Tabriz, and maybe only Tabriz. I could leave him with Luller's gates. That would be kind of funny. Just take Hittite and capitulation, assuming he will accept capitulation after that. And I'm going to do this because if I don't, there's a chance he'll declare on me. And it really won't anger Izzy at all. Yeah. No trading with worst enemies demerit at all. So that's just fine. Sure, we could always use some more maces up there. Quickly, get in there. Yeah. Yet another great general. And that also contributes towards my research, actually. +3 apiece. But with this, we have +6, the +3 from a barracks, and the +2 from vassalage. I can get level 4 units out of the gate in that city. Really? Oh, well, Mace killed Mace. That's probably my fault. I should be putting shock on my guys. Or at least some of them. I don't know, some of them had promotions. Well, whatever. Just use more. Next turn we'll be able to attack. And if I'm lucky, maybe the game will have fewer units in the next city. Because once again, he's getting a lot of units. And where are these units coming from? Like Luller's Gates? Samarkand with its 1 production tile? Let's see, info. Is he even in slavery? He better be. Okay, so he's probably whipping some stuff and getting mass overflow with more mortal bonuses. But if you look at his remaining cities, he just doesn't have the kind of terrain. And he's got like freaking cottages. that would support mass production like that. So that you know that that is bonuses when you have that kind of situation. And you just have to overcome the bonuses. One way or another. And, yeah. Apparently he's got some, like, Combat 4 war elephants in here. Would have thought that those would all be gone by now. And hopefully this high city raider stuff will win the day for me. I'm getting really good odds with the search that have managed to survive to this point. And only some of them die. Well. Alright. Another city has fallen into Greek hands. Away from Mongolia. Mongolia's douches, man. I'll tell you. And yeah, I think we're good here. Maybe a turn of healing, but I think I might want to push for Hittite right away. Is he willing to capitulate? No, he's not. He's doing fine on his own with 3 cities, and virtually no power left. I mean, even I'm stronger. Well, okay. Real question here is to start spamming out some workers, maybe. Maybe one more longbow, and then we're just gonna be like, reproduce the workers, and start improving tiles as such. I'll just whip the Odeon, that's fine. And cottages that are grown a little bit like this, like towns, I don't really want to go pillaging over towns, but if it's just like a early cottage or a hamlet or something, yeah, maybe I can get rid of those in favor of farms, which will be immediate returns, which I need desperately with a situation such as this. This has been a long war. Hittite is on a hill. That's an unpleasant thought when I think about it. Alright, catapult definitely comes with me. Maces come with me. And these guys can heal while I'm bombarding, so... yeah. Doing good on maces now. Probably better than before. Really? I can't make it? Oh, because of the extra people in the stack. Maybe I can make it now. Definitely want to get my catapults on en route immediately. Maybe 1 longbow to defend and 1 longbow to accompany. There we go. You guys can just trail. That should work. Let's go with the farm. Yeah, we're just going to farm like crazy here. How close is culture? His first city is closing in, but we're still looking at 100 turns at least, so I'm doing pretty well there. Chen, something like that. Ching is, has taken over Mongolia as number 2 in land, so it is really looking good for me on that standpoint. It is becoming time to grow my cities a little, perhaps, but overall, I can't say I'm in too bad a shape because of the land situation. And that would be throwing away your catapults, because I'm just going to heal while I'm bombarding. And I think I'm good to stop producing troops for this war anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of infrastructure left to build in my previous city. Am I still building maces here? Yes. I'll switch over to a grocer. And we're going to stop production automation as well. What to do with the merchant? I think I might save him for a golden age and or corporation at this point. Merchant's not... the trade mission isn't going to be as useful as it was before. Man, just capitulate, man. You're not gonna get anything from not capitulating. Catapult. Oh no, Trebuchet withdrew from me there. That's not going to make a big difference. Market. Grocer. Maybe I do want to produce a settler here. Like so. Let's clear out the waypoints as well. You build wealth and a lighthouse. Yeah. I see. I'm relying on merchants for quite a bit of my gold. That's what's going on with the governor, actually, behind the scenes. Yeah, we'll whip some stuff. We'll probably transition out of that soon. We're going to start getting emancipation anger if we don't already. Yeah, we're starting to get some of it. Yeah, I was a little bit slow on that because of all the warness. Izzy! We're voting for you. I think the reasons for that are obvious. Source of silver and silk will be useful. It's like unanimous, except for Genghis Khan and his dwindling nonsense. Do I heal in one turn? No, but I heal in close to one turn, which is almost as good. 29 turns of town, 17 turns of town. These are pretty close to towns, so I think I'll leave them be. 1 turn to town, 34 turns. 34 is pretty far out. I'll probably wind up running Emancipation anyway. Maybe even eventually transitioning over to workshop play. Let's see. Whatever. Still won't hang it up. Still getting newbie fints from a ridiculous source. And milking them for all they're worth. That's... there you go. But we cleared the defenses, and oh wow, I got a level 4 catapult there. And I don't think I'm going to be using it in this situation. I think my can opener maces are a little bit superior. Hey. Yeah, I'm attacking a hill city, so it's not going to be nice. But we got it done. Just send in 1 longbow and like a random low experience mace. It's amazing some of the guys who live. Like this guy. This guy's already got 32 experience. He's just, you know, that's all been luck for him. He's a lucky fellow who's not dead yet. Not quite dead yet, sir. And it shows. Definitely shows. So what now, Mongolia? Still won't capitulate. That is ridiculous. I know he's like predisposed to not capitulating, but wow. Give me a break here. After all that time, he will still not do so. And come to think of it, I could actually settle a city there, even with roller skates, at least as it is. But I'm thinking that just raising roller skates and dropping a city in this area would be strictly superior. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's not like roller skates can have tremendous infrastructure. Although we'll take a look at it. We'll see what he's been doing with it in recent times, I suppose. And hopefully after I get rid of that, he will be willing to capitulate. It'll also be a good point. The rest of his stuff over here will not be a direct culture threat to any of my remaining cities. And I'll be able to farm him for at least 1 tech trade, at least, because of him not having astronomy yet. And that will help vault me back into the game somewhat. These guys can just take combat, try to survive a little bit. Alright. Well, you know, we'll play it safe. She's friendly with me, so I don't anticipate too much trouble, but we'll just ask her to spare this for a friend. In fact, how does she feel about Genghis? Pleased? Yeah, I'll be okay with her that way, I think. I think I need to take the risk to speed up my transition back into relevance in the world picture for tech play. In fact, why don't I get a caravel or two out right now? We'll go with 2. Somebody approved the world was around like 100 turns ago or something, it feels like. I mean, obviously not 100 turns ago. Would be just after 180, because 180 is like turn 115 or so. But it feels like a long time ago that somebody proved the world is round. Ah, so this is where everybody has been directing their war hatred. And she's not doing that well. I'm not even going to open borders with her or trade with her at all. She probably has cities being taken from her. And geez, I got a grabby AI here. But no, I don't think I'm going to risk letting them declare on me and causing me grief. So, okay, and without a castle here, I should be able to pound my way through that next turn, actually. And finally be done with this war. Finally. Looking forward to that, I'll tell you. That's... Yeah, how much is the maintenance here? Courthouse would probably be good. Be worth the investment. Still got a lot of turns before the end of this game, for certain. This game's going to take a while yet. And you know what else I could build that would be of immediate use, other than a courthouse, would be missionaries for Buddhism. Sooner or later I'm going to vote on a resolution that passes, and it's going to give me my AP hammers back. And I might as well spread the religion since I'm running it anyway. Alright. Well, so it comes back to this. The same city that ended the first war. Alright. Not bombard with the high promotion stuff. And you know what? These guys are probably well enough promoted that I just get better odds attacking with them straight off at this point. And that is the case. Let's see what he's got in it. Just a great... Wasn't even well defended. Even the AI knew better than to defend that city. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All that and he will not capitulate. You know what? You're out of the game, son. You're gonna give me stuff. Not Tiflis. I find it interesting he's willing to give me Tiflis. Which is probably like here, I guess. Nah, I'm not terribly interested in that. So instead we're gonna go for the big guns here. Alright. Never mind, we're not going to make him a vassal. We'll just make him a target for somebody eventually. Or a peace vassal target. Someone might peace vassal him. And that's just fine. That'll eliminate the tiny chance that he might eventually declare on me. And the chance is really tiny. So, okay. Job well done, fellas. Return home. Have a beer in Athens. I like beer. I prefer beer to wine. I don't know, I can just appreciate the taste better or something like that, I suppose. So, off to astronomy. Finally getting rid of some war unhappiness, which was crazy. Crazy stuff. I probably don't need this many workers. Probably get a couple less. Just drop a grocer. And, yep, you're going to be the new city garrison person. These guys can just auto-explore. I'm probably going to get what I need in a map trade anyway soon, so... Alright. Finally won that war and neutralized what is probably the biggest threat to anybody playing this map, actually. Which you can download and play. From the game I showed in the first... Well, from the first video in this series. Yeah, someone posted the map there. That's how I got it on the forums. So you'll get to see that. Whip. And monastery. Hopefully the AP doesn't get any fresh ideas like giving cities back to the Mongols. But I think I have sufficient cities in the AP religion now where that's not going to be a big issue. Definitely no cottage there. No cottage there. And it's just a cottage now. Don't want any cottages. We do want cottages, actually. Cottages are fine. Actually building a workboat here first. But only if they are developed. Otherwise, they're not terribly useful. And yeah, I got silver, got some nice health resources. Pretty much picked up a lot of fun stuff. Now we just need... You know, it's tempting, but I don't think so. Does he have any English cities? Does Stalin have any English cities? No. Okay. So this game has really not gone in a runaway fashion for any one AI. And that's going to be a problem for the AI, actually. Because I wouldn't really consider myself a runaway. I'm going to struggle to get back into tech picture in time to stop this, which is... Jesus, he's really gunning culture. And he still refuses to talk, which is annoying. Frickin' AP just forced cancel the deals. What do we have here? We'll go with this and this. Can I spread irrigation up here? I can. It's a village. 1 turn to town, 24 turns to town. You know what, that's fine. We'll keep those improvements. If they're already at the point where they're functioning like mines, like gold mines or silver mines and stuff like that, in terms of what they bring back to us, that's... We'll just work with it. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Now, what was I doing with that merchant? Oh yeah, considering a golden age for a mass civic swap, that's right. And actually just build wealth. We could badly use that right now. Probably get some specialists going there soon. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling something like no, or how about abstain? I'll just abstain. Abstaining's the cool kid thing to do. Research or wealth. Crank up the slider. And okay, there's no war going on right now. Notice my score shot up and I'm in 2nd place now, which is handy. Just gotta watch my back. I guess I'll have to watch the Spanish going for free religion. Part of me is tempted just to run theocracy for the rest of the game, because that's what she'll probably do. She only has the one religion. You know what? Sure. You really don't have anything else, but okay. I don't need espionage on you any longer. You also lack anything of substance to steal. Hate it when they research so poorly I can't steal anything. It's like AI gives me a penalty because it sucks too much. Alright, build wealth. And now we can't build wealth anymore. Well, we can, but we don't need to. Because now we have multipliers to build. Good multipliers. Cost effective, and they don't obsolete, which I'm going to have to worry about in the near future with my monasteries, which is why I've shied away from building them in the most recent cities. This could be a farm. Okay, so library is good. I'm still low slider, still struggling to keep it up, so bank and then observatory. Actually catching a bit of a break here. I might be able to trade this for chemistry. No. Let's check if she's just being kind of... Well, okay, we'll put a turn of research into chemistry and see if she'll trade it. And she might take someone as a peace vassal now, who knows. Ah, there we go. Don't need poly, don't need to mess with the trade cap. Very good.
Means the difference between
Got spreading irrigation going on here. Nice plantation. Good coverage here. Oh man, he settled a city there? That's pretty jerkish, because now I have to worry about a border pop imposing culture problems on me. And actually it's going to do that. And farm right back over that cottage. You... Whoa, what did I do? Oh, I messed up with my field of view by accident. Yeah, I get some buggy stuff with that. 43. I hear the default is 42. I had it at 41. Doesn't really make a big difference when you're talking about a change of 1 in the field of view. But let's just keep it where the default is, because that's what I'm used to. That's what you guys are probably used to as well. Hooray! Build up. Really not a lot of food in the city to be chain whipping at this point. So we're just going to do standard procedure stuff. Spam in some buildings. When I get to biology, maybe I can make something happen. Yeah, they're not really going for it very much, so that's going to be my hopeful saving grace. Just whip that down. And turn a few times.
I cannot live without.
And now I gotta watch Pakal's culture. It looks safe, but I actually don't have as much time as it might seem like I have. He's closing in. He's closing in. He's certainly going for culture. No doubt there. And you go there. Awesome. So pretty quick development of this new city. And it is much better than Luller's Gates. Luller's Gates was pretty epic. It's like, yeah, we're ending the war now. And what are you going to do about it, AI? You're going to take my crappy city and give me peace for just long enough for me to prepare a counterattack on you. If I vote yes and it passes, I'll get my AP hammers back, but that causes its own problems. So I'm just going to abstain until I get a reasonable AP vote here. And, oh, I get an engineer. Very strong. Very strong. Let's see here. Yeah, after bio, I might go for corporation and railroad right away. Or like try to trade into rifles maybe to protect myself. The Maya are plotting war, but who are they unhappy with? That's a very important thing to keep an eye on. They are like cautious with Victoria. Victoria shares... Okay, yeah, I'm not the target, it's Victoria. Very good. He doesn't really have a peace treaty with her. And she's a land target, so he'll consider her first in the war checks before he considers me. So I'll be just fine from freaking Pakal. And it makes me wonder if I shouldn't invest... I guess I could go sushi mining, actually. I need to hurry up and get the bio. I can get a lot of good trades from picking up bio. It's gonna suck to lose my monasteries, but whatever. And the research spike will just be incredible. Lots of pop too. I should be shooting to #1 in pop soon if I'm not there already. Yeah, I am. Okay. And I have over double Pakal's land. So yeah, it's just it's a race against the clock, viewers. If I can get the technologies I need to intercept his cultural victory before he gets to the 3 legendary cities, then I win. And if I can't, then Pakal will win. Because none of the other AI in this game are even in contention effectively. Because nobody's going to intercept his culture appropriately. He is the tech leader. And has more land than competitors as well somehow. So no one's really going to compete with him for winning, other than me. Like, I'm the only other person who can win aside from Pakal right now. It's sad, it's weak, but whatever. That's how the game is. Only some of them try to win. And, oh, second level Yasiv. That's interesting. Just get a whip here. Alrighty. Definitely want to whip a granary. Probably a lighthouse next. Get some food going. And then we'll go with the standard anti-maintenance. Buddhist building. Couple research and some gold. Since, once again, nobody has any money to trade, and I don't have the oomph to deficit research just yet. But okay, we've made excellent progress now. We have downed the Mongols as a threat in the game, especially as a threat to us. So in the next part, we're going to try to dig out and see what kind of tech play we can do. Until then, thumbs up if you like the video. That means team signing off.